Mary is one of those patients that comes to mind because I love her. You know, she's great. I think she's patient number 103, which means she was on the first day that I went to the first village, and that day will always stick in my mind, being the first day. And we got to this place and the whole age group was waiting for us, about 20 widows. And Mary was the third patient. And I just remember her sitting there crying, you know, in the clinic. And that made us cry. Because other than all her physical problems, if I recall, it was extreme weakness, it was pains in the bones, inability to walk a long way, poor sleep, lack of appetite, the stuff now that we've seen 1,000 times, you know. But she was so sad because her husband had died from AIDS and she was left alone with the kids. She had zero money and zero work and zero ability to work. It was just heartbreaking, really, to see her like that.
Nilikuwa na udhaifu, alafu saa ingine kule kuchoka, saa ingine mpaka ukajinyanyapaa mwenyewe ukajiona kwamba hata mimi sifai. Lakini kutokana kuanzia kutumia hizo dawa nikaona ni hali ya kawaida, nikawa na imani.
And she did so remarkably well after a month. I always remember her coming back and so happy and saying, I feel so much better, we want you here, we love your medicine. And she was almost dancing and singing in the clinic, you know. It was such a big difference between that sad woman, you know, full of aches and pains and can't eat and everything else, and the person who I've seen now for 5 years on a fairly regular basis doing so well, you know, CD4 up and healthy and, you know, hardly any problems at all. She survived.
Nilipata furaha iliyoje hata kuelezea kwa kweli naweza nikashindwa. Kwa sababu nilisaidika kifamilia kidogo na mpaka mimi mwenyewe nikaona kwamba mimi nina nguvu kwa sababu nilikuwa sina nguvu tena.
The AIDS virus is a very simple virus yet very sophisticated. And that's homeopathy. It's simple and sophisticated. And it takes like to treat like. And homeopathy just gently stimulates the immune system, but by touching exactly the right point in the patient. People have the innate healing power, but it just sometimes has to be directed properly and stimulated properly, and bang, off it'll go and they'll start getting better.
Pendo lako Yesu limenivutia niwe wako milele. Pendo lako Yesu limenivutia niwe wako milele. Ewe Yesu wangu Mwokozi, pendo lako ni